Now, it's the final round of the presidential battle in France, and the war of words between the top two contenders is intensifying by the day as Macron tries to gather more support by softening his domestic policies. The far-right challenger has proposed to change France's foreign policy quite drastically, so to say. The presidential front-runner, Marine Le Pen, has sent shockwaves through Europe and across the Atlantic with her latest comments on Russia and NATO. In a press conference held in Paris, the challenger has declared that France will leave the military command of NATO if she wins the presidency. She also went ahead to suggest a strategic reconciliation between NATO and Russia once the war ends. Listen in.
France can be useful in the resolution of the world's great disorders if and only if it is independent. This is one of the reasons that will make me leave the integrated command of NATO. As soon as the Russian-Ukrainian war is over and has been settled by a peace treaty, I will speak out in favor of implementing a strategic rapprochement between NATO and Russia, as was once envisaged.
And right after the statement at the Paris news conference, a protester interrupted Le Pen with snide questions about none other than Vladimir Putin. The protester even brandished a picture of a 2017 encounter with Putin, which was cut out in the shape of a heart. She was dragged out of the conference room by the security guard. This is what the protester had to say.
We're denouncing the complacency towards Vladimir Putin. Against the war, the fact that she has always been his friend, that in 2017 she was going to align with Putin with regard to Ukraine.
She used the image of Vladimir Putin to have an international status, knowing that he is a war criminal ever since Grozny and Aleppo. And today she is downright lying to be elected. But the day after the election, we can be sure that she will start an alliance with Putin.
And for more insight on the story, we were earlier joined by Adjunct Senior Fellow of RAND Global Think Tank, William Courtney from Washington, D.C. This is what he had to say. Listen in.
Over the decades, France has often seen itself as a strategic intermediary between the West and Russia. Usually it has not amounted to a significant role. President Macron also talked about that in recent years, but again, not much happened. And after the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the second invasion, now President Macron has kind of dropped the idea. Marine Le Pen would not be seen by the West as a credible intermediary with Moscow, and so she really wouldn't be able to bring others along.